Hey, welcome. This is DR from Chai. I know it's been late posting videos, but here we are. I have this old video right now so you can enjoy this, and we will be back again from the next week. Let's go. So yeah, this is the basic perk file, and I have a main heading called Flourish and the subtitle Multidisciplinary Designer. Without any Three.Js, this is how it will look. Alright, now let's start with Three.Js. I imported Three.Js and a Gsap, and I have a default class called canvas, so now we will start writing in it. First we'll create a basic demo to see if our Three.Js is working or not. We'll have these 5 functions where we will create a renderer, camera, scene, lights and geometry. Alright, let's start with first renderer. Inside our renderer, we will give an alpha equal to true so that we can expose our background. Let's also turn on our anti-aliasing. Anti-alias will eliminate the old jagged lines that comes with the object. Now we will set the sides of our renderer so that we can know how renderer will output. First we'll input the width and our height. As we want our renderer to render the output of our 3D object into full screen, so we will have window.innerWidth and window.innerHeight. Now let's create our camera. So there are 2 types of cameras, one perspective camera and one orthographic camera. We will have a perspective camera. So we'll keep our field of view into like 85. Then we will keep our aspect ratio by width by height. Nearest number is 1 and farthest we want to capture till 100. Now let's create our scene. A scene that will reflect from the object and we can see perfectly how our object looks. One will be ambient light that will light up the whole scene, and one will be a field light that will light up the object. In Three.Js, we write our hash code or our color in 0, X and then our hash code. Let's add this spotlight to our scene. Now let's create our geometry. First we will have a box. We will have a basic material right now with our color set to 0, X and FFF so that our box will be white right now. Mesh is the outer layer that will contain the box, that is our geometry and our material. After everything, we need one thing that will render out the whole scene. That is an update function that will keep repeating the loop. In update function, we will give a renderer function in which we will pass our scene and our camera. You have to call here request animation frame with same the update function in it. I am not doing this because I have already implemented in my example where I call update function will continuously loop request animation frame in it. We will append our renderer, that is the canvas. Oh, we forgot to add the mesh in our scene. We have to position our camera some pixels back so that we can see the cube or our box. Yeah, there it is. I have changed the cube materials color, and we will now rotate our cube to see how it is working. Let's test it out on x-axis. Did you see that? Our box didn't resize itself. So we need to add a resize function which will resize the whole scene. Let's do it. We have to resize our renderer. So every time we resize our browser, it will automatically resize to the height and width what we have set. We'll update camera's aspect ratio so that we can get a perfect result with height and width. I have to change name here on resize this canvas.onResize whenever we will call the resize function. Let's see right now. But we don't want our canvas to have this box. As per our design, we will have a chain in here. Don't watch how I designed the previously. You can watch it on my channel right now. I will link in description, and I've exported the chain from Blender into GLTF format. So we need a GLTF importer. Geometry, we will give our box and our material. We will import our model. This loader will load our GLTF. I have previously saved this function. They have saved these slides for this project, so I will paste it in here. How light started to reflect on our object. But for full effect, we need an environment map. So we will have an image that will be projected as an environment map. Generally, environment map are .hdr or .exr in extensions. But we won't use that, we will use a texture instead. Let's create our environment function. PMREME generator is used for environment map and its functionalities. Now let's create a Three.Js texture using our own texture. We will use the same texture for our object as a background, but we won't show that background to our renderer. If our texture is correctly loaded, then we will have our cube render target.texture as a new environment map. Now we will have this texture as our scene environment. Yeah, there it is. Looks cool, huh? Now only two things remains. First, mouse interaction, and second, post-processing. We will be adding bloom effect or film grain effect on it. So this is it. You can watch how I designed this website on the last video. Have fun. Peace.